哎呀！谋杀案。哦，要狙了！怎么都拿扳手？这是扳手没错吧？
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge she brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst. A man guessing 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves the place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a cheer. You're in the major leagues now, son. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Oh, 遇到更老练的棒棒了。
Do you have the address?
Been all over KGPL. Off Temple Street, Belmont, and Linden. I'd rather you took the lead.
Oh 吼，好吧，小弟来开车，你是老练的棒棒。
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad or they're both clearing the deck.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Are any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
This has anything.
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. Be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, it's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is. Take the next right. We need you to take a left at the next corner. Straight on. Attaboy, up there you go right. Keep on straight. Up ahead, you turn right. Palm down. So wait for the next turning and go right. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Attaboy, up there you go right now.
Any Central Unit, car 16L, reports a possible jumper at 8 and Hope, the Methodist Church. Unit handle code 2 identified.
11K, go ahead.
Larry King, meet 16 Adam, possible jumper at 8 and Hope, First Methodist Church, code 2.
11K.
那你好，有快跳啊！要跳快跳啊！
So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
I will! Wait, what?
You think this thing can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
哦吼，为什么这边的美国人只要一根水管就可以这样爬，蜘蛛人都不用演啊？交给你了。
No offense, but I don't want you splats on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a sponge. I still can't even get it going.
This what you wanted? I can't do it. I'll come quietly. I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
Danger to yourself and to others.
哎，怎么不跳了嘞？
Take the next right. You're making a right at the next intersection. Straight ahead. You don't need to turn. You're going straight here. Take the next left. Don't turn here. Okay, so go left at the next one. You're going straight here.
3 identified.
在哪啊？不是玩家。
Go right through here. Straight ahead. Just ignore this turn. Don't turn. Make the next left. You don't need to turn. Watch it, will you? So wait for the next turning and go right. I'll turn here. You don't need to turn. You're taking the next left. Straight ahead. Keep on straight.
Any Central unit, possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3 identified.
11K, go ahead.
You're crazy.
Well, I'm crazy. It's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
哦，袭警了，老头，你活腻了。
Watch it! Give it up, old man!
Get the bastard.
"我打膝盖而已吧，不要等一下又放一台灵车哦。
Car 11K. Code 4 at Alvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired. Suspect is down.
他被我击毙了，不是啦，我就打膝盖而已。
Alvera Street Plaza.
You're behind the wheel.
在播之前，我主线都不用玩了。
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
You have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. A war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
They're used to it, Phelps. Move it along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
真棒，记者就是这样。 哦，这，现在会变人吗？有管理员在场吗？好像没有。你看我这边一个观众也没有。
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here. They use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
等等，我还是怕被变。
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Place ought to be.
Carruthers, Phelps. You make homicide? Looks like it. Galloway has been making me feel welcome.
I bet he has.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
啊，安娜，你死得好凄惨。
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stalked. The cuts look superficial.
张
I'll know for sure in an hour.
帮你们跳过啦，我自己欣赏。
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
貌似是扳手。
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Interesting.
What's the writing on the victim? BD, Black Dahlia, X. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
张张，曝尸荒野。
I'm at a loss.
The crime scene, isn't it? Don't just stand there, take a look around.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body. What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
干欺负我！欺负我看不懂地球仪吗？这种小儿科。
Bomba club. Why steal a table lighter?
打火机耶！
When we get to the bomba, a man could die of thirst in a case like this.
看起来不像有线索，也不，这也可以看的。
Doesn't appear to be connected.
哦，所以草丛里有东西咯！我靠呀！那个加八扳手一定在草丛里，我找找。但不能用直觉，好讨厌。找不到。安安，你是哪位？哦，007哦，我看到了，呵呵。奇怪，难道我判断错误吗？感觉凶器一定藏在这个角落啊。有这边这附近。可是这是刚才我找过吧？是吗？我看看。哦，小刀。可是也不是啊，没有沾血。人不见了。来好玩的，是我没声音吗？所以找不到凶器。 好吧，我找不到凶器。
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
The werewolf?
For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? Big head to hang on the wall. All of the decade. Been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nothing.
There's a difference, Russ.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in the court?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
You finished, fellas. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stupid. For some opportunist who's been reading about the YouTubers, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
Well, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? But Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. You'd have found it.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves him those nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
我也要喝，真是的。
Drove me up from Manhattan.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
House officer. That's it. Let me know.
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
So, how'd you tuna fish salad?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Hey, honey, what time did you get off work?
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. As I always have. The old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. It's been a big help.
Sweet.
One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember.
感觉这位老兄是个悲剧。
Where's that goddamn place?
You gonna see your married man again? I don't think you're a fool. But then what's my opinion against thousands of others?
So what next?
You got her address? You gotta try to find next of kin somewhere. Go.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, batch 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks. Sam has taken me to Palm Springs.
Yeah, as soon as I'm finished. I'm busy here, Phelps.
你喝酒啊，大哥？
Hey, honey, what
Let's
time
get
to
out
get
of
off
here.
Wooden Station?
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
话说，你喝酒吧，是没错吧？那你可以酒驾吗？
You can drive.
啊，真的要酒驾哎，帅气，警察酒驾。
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts.
看有没有酒驾，会车祸吗？
Anything you collect today.
Smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. No, you picked the wrong job at the Health and Thursday Clinic.
超强酒驾，车子开这么稳，不愧是警察。
As homicide detective, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crime. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
警察酒中驾车，酒后驾车，一边喝酒一边开车，赞赞。
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
"好了。
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Said I had to go back, Doctor.
Fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate. But you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
given me anything to go on. Size 9's above average for a lady. Optimistic, Cole.
So Lee and Jacob are obviously having problems. Let's fix the motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could do something to that. When my after drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Self. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
Think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Collecting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Not sure this means much.
Not
much help. This isn't what we're looking for.
Tiffany. The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks mysterious. You know the way. You can drive.
Okay, Phelps, you go in hard. Follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatic.
Oh, my God.
RKO, pal. You got a bigger problem.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry. We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint of light getting around. You think the atmosphere is thick in here? He'll be back in
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady.
Size 11s.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night?
The bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bible Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand. I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective? My wife was a drunk. There was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't.
错了吗？
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with the wife and how you figured killing her would bury all the trouble.
Kill my own wife?
He was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
哎呀！哦，不是有枪！干，这老练的棒棒有点强。
Call it in and get a squad car dispatch. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head.
评委，
Smash would be a socket.
评委是凶手。
The cause of death was the blood.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries.
哦，评委只是帮凶。
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
因为我刚刚没仔细看，我有答对几个。
Can you drive to this one?
AGI.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the big situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Mm. 16号
Mendez, apartment 16.
Oh, 4楼。
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
有没有电梯？好吧，穷公寓。
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
没有人。
No good to me.
扳手。
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed. Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
They have the murder weapon. You better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
哦，他跑了。
Who's that son of a bitch? I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there. You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Get in and drive. Got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady, and I'll try to bust his tires. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
You're under arrest for the murder of Salim Henry.
我靠，这样摔都不死。
Hands behind your head.
帅，这样摔都不死。
I ain't seeing a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator.
这算破案吗
The city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
不喝酒。再具破坏。哦，我先重开个机，噔噔的。